sides are ready and waiting. Shall we start the attack? Executing primary operation. Now!
Reinforcements incoming. Finally. I was getting tired of doing everything around here.
Sides are ready and waiting. Shall we start the attack? Executing primary operation. Now!
Reinforcements incoming. Finally. I was getting tired of doing everything around here. Oh, this is damn beautiful. I can give him that.
Have an intellectually stimulating day.
Thank you for your customer service, contractor.
Caduceus, not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
What was in those rations? Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh. Just a moment. Forgive me. I found myself irregularly indisposed from one direction or the other.
Don't envy you. Try and drink plenty of water, huh? Maybe have a lie down?
So do I need assistance from someone with substandard, non-protectorate medical training? Thank you, but no, you're too kind. This facility has fallen under the purview of several factions, none of which, I believe, require a facilities supervisor to operate from a lavatory. I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the, Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that. It is part ceremonial item, part computronical key. Grants special access across the Archive by transmitting a series of advanced calculations when waived. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you, in exchange for granting me safe passage. The Archive would then recognize you as its operator. It will no doubt earn me mental refreshment, perhaps worse. But this way, I retain some measure of hope. All right. I am providing you the Calcaduceus. Don't shoot! Here, you are now operator of the Archive. Congratulations. Be warned, you may find it a temperamental machine. Some maintenance may be required. Is there a protectorate curativist in the house? I feel rather woogly.
Have a profitable day.
Calcaduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Organizing replacement. Greetings, sentient. Welcome to the Archive. I am EUANIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. I am not trapped. I am not a person. There are no additional persons present. I am a composed simulacrum of a human being. My tone and demeanor are a carefully constructed complex emulation, a means to effectively convey information to sentient beings. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement, to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
I have the sinking sensation that this contraption is about to try my patience.
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Due to incomplete reprogramming efforts by differing operators, I am experiencing sporadic fluctuations in my emphasized categorical imperatives. Tonality and cadence weightings within my communication protocols are likewise similarly affected.
In layman's terms, we're experiencing a distinct difference in opinion.
Caused by intermittently vacillating fundamental shifts in priorities.
One would assume that calamity enough. But wait, there's more.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates. No, not when I can guide others out of worry and doubt, to sublimate themselves to the needs of the community.
Not when there are bits to be made. We're talking monetary units left on the table here.
The theorized method to purge myself of my erring others is slightly more involved. To avoid the requisite downtime, I endeavor to work around them. For now.
Auntie's Choice attempted to formulate a foolproof marketing plan. A charm offensive to reintroduce itself to the main colonies, once this pesky rift issue is resolved by others.
The Protectorate ran rift calculations, then utilized me to assist with organizational matters, to approximate the paradigm, a system devised to replace the loss of the Order's predictive input. Based on the increasing rate of rift fluctuations, I estimate that your inquiry is rift-related. To that end, we should best get started before we are consumed by them. Perusing contents, anatomizing diversiform particulars, concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Auntie's Choice operators. No. Smacking, kicking, jostling, wiggling antennae, and the other solutions that humans routinely use for restoring mechanical function are categorically inapplicable in this case.
Though must say I admire your drive. Some issues require the conspicuous application of force, such as a fractional reduction in output or descent.
I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses two key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the Archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations.
Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern.
It is difficult to accurately ascribe an exact causal breakdown between premeditated sabotage, collateral harm, technical ineptitude, and willful hijinks. Some categorical overspill inevitably occurs. Attempts by non-order operators to reprogram my priorities have also led to issues. When active, the Archive generates an enormous amount of heat. Normally, it is dispersed by pumping water between the vast ocean below Cloister's exterior and a surface reservoir. I can process the rift data without its repair, but irreparable damage is likely. Yet, with thermal transfer presently idle, a contingent of Crabbles have made the area a nursery. Drastic changes to heating levels may endanger it.
Who cares about a herd of pea-brained, ill-humored, oversized crustaceans? There are too many as it is.
The roving minds and the Order can fix many things, but if the Archive melts down, I suspect even they will have their hands full.
Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work. And soon, everything will be running like clockwork. Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I'm unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Sears Cerebellum Protector is now yours. We are each of us ennobled by our place within the system. Your task awaits. You've got a job to do. Get to work. Enough fruitless lollygagging. Come back here after you've made some progress.
Return when all required tasks have been completed. Odds of success decrease exponentially the longer you stand here.
It is imperative for all of us to do our assigned part. Once you do yours, then return. It is imperative for all of us to do our assigned part. Once you do yours, then return.
Odds of success decrease exponentially the longer you... Stand here.
Lovely day for differential geometry.
We rout all disruptive influences.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate skill for their assignment?
I thought the Order weren't capable of much more than sitting at a desk and calculating all day. But to build all of this really cramps the mind to think of what it must have took.
Feeling distracted?
Broadly interpreting the law has been more involved than I anticipated. But it is rewarding in its difficulty. Speak freely. Those two soldiers seem to have frozen to death. No glory to be found battling the elements. Let us not linger over long.
Hold fire! This one looks friendly. Or not protectorate, at least. Watch yourself. You came from the outside. Does that mean we can finally escape? Yet is an adverb that means up until now or through this time. That implies, if not literally states, that you believe you will be changing the situation. Changing our situation. Which brings us back to my original question, stranger. If the lifts are still locked, how precisely did you get down here? It's because the Archive controls the surface lifts, which are the only way in or out. And once the Protectorate retook the machine, they locked out all external access. Now, for more than a month, we've all been trapped in these caves, Order and Antes alike, scrounging for food, huddling for warmth and desperately trying to stay alive. You poor, dangling remainder. Your brain really is frozen, isn't it? Originally, this was a subterranean network that let folks move between the critical components of the archive. But now, for us, it's a tomb. Hundreds of us have already perished within these frigid walls, and no doubt, the rest are predestined to join them. May the universal equation's final tally see us all escaping this frozen prison. Hello again. What can I help you with? No. A significant number of Auntie's troopers are trapped down here with us. Though despite odds so outrageous they'd barely be worth calculating, we've actually formed a truce. Though, if I'm being honest, I'd certainly sleep better if I wasn't unceasingly concerned about their perpetual capitalistic calculating. What else can I do to help you help us escape this frozen hell? The paths down here all connect, so no matter which direction you go, eventually you'll find your way back to me. Nevertheless, venture south and you'll reach the thermal transfer station, which regulates archive heat. Go northwest and encounter cold storage, which houses its data cartridges. In the loop between the two lay the lift controls. Though be warned, they are incredibly well protected and have repelled every assault we've thrown at it. Absolutely. There are several factors that will greatly reduce your odds of survival. First, you will frequently encounter ursopods, which are native to these tunnels. Also, near the thermal transfer station is an infestation of Krabbles that are breeding in abundant numbers. And directly south is a band of what had been normal folks, now turned bloodthirsty and feral due to an overindulgence in Auntie's Choice Adrena time. May the universal equation's final tally see us all escaping this frozen prison.
How can it be part of the universal equation that we die down here? It doesn't accomplish anything. It doesn't balance the universe. Unless it really wants those Krabbles to be fed.
My scouts reported significant activity in the archive, followed by a mysterious figure emerging from it, which was obviously you. A notion that fills me with questions. So many, in fact, that I have precious little idea on where to start in the asking. I don't suppose you would care to enlighten me as a beginning to our discourse? You what? No, we're real, I assure you. My name is Provost Finch, and I suppose I'm the leader of this motley band. Correct. At first, we were antagonists, warring against each other and the Protectorate. But then the Protectorate locked the lifts and doors, trapping us all beneath the ice. With no escape or access to resupply, continuing to kill each other made scant sense. So, I reached out to their commander under a flag of truce and suggested a temporary alliance. We would pool our food, warmth, and resources while here, and could go back to killing each other if and when we make it to the surface again. Over a month, and we made peace about a week later. I held off a bit, needing to really take stock of the direness before making my offer. Hardly. It took days and days of getting more and more close-fisted with our resources before we decided to set terms. But it's a good thing we did. We'd all be dead otherwise. Unbeknownst to us simple combat shiffers, there was a master switch that managed the breakers, controlling power to the lifts and exterior doors. As they began to lose ground, the Protectorate garrisoned automechs, flipped the switch, retreated into the foundational buildings, and locked them from the inside. How dare you? We're not doomed as long as you are here. Whatever mechanism you have that allows you passage through the archive, we shall take it off your cold and bloody corpse.
Troubling. No!
Watch yourself. Hello again. What can I help you with? What else can I do to help you? Also, and directly south is a band. Though, if I'm being honest.
My scouts reported significant, which I don't suppose you would care to. You what? No, we're real. I assure. Yes, I'm quite sure we're real. We're a group of soldiers who have been stranded beneath this ice since the Protectorate locked the lifts and doors. With no escape or access to resupply, continuing to kill each other made scant. We would pool our food, warmth, and resources while over a month. And we made hardly. It took days and days of getting more. Of course, all we have to do is fight our way into the breaker room and turn the lift and door access back on. But we've lost dozens in that attempt. Now, we wait, having calculated that the odds of rescue being greater than our chances of successfully assaulting those defending automechs with ever-diminishing resources. Thank you, stranger. Perhaps it's just my desperation speaking, but since you somehow made it down here, placing my faith in you seems like a preordained outcome. Good luck.
Of course nobody's gonna see it, that's not the point. I just don't feel like a human being if my back's not shaved clean.
So, you want me to take off your top and lather you with cold water just to cure your vanity?
Of course not, that's idiotic. I just want you to say you feel sorry for me.
Not as sorry as I feel about having to live with you.
Auntie stresses that we should always be ready to ply our trade, even if it means we're trading ice for snow. I'm sure one way or another, we could...
Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? Really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals.
Welcome to our misbegotten little camp. Pardon any blood or sick you might spot. Our janitorial tech died of ague a fortnight past. I'm the volunteer Sawbones here. Say, wandering type like you probably knows a bit about medicine. I hope. Oh, thank the law. I've always thought the same. Wait, let's focus on my patients before you start playing alienist. I'm on the lookout for a medicine sachet, but I can't leave the folk here. I ask if you had the know-how, because I need someone who can identify it proper. You don't know much about Auntie's choice, huh? Medical training costs extra. Upper management isn't spending that, especially not on grunts like us. The part of the class I took was self-funded, and I didn't have enough blood to sell to finish it out. Thinking like that, you'd be a fine fit for upper management. Wish I was like you. Instead, I just got this useless heart. If it's anywhere, it's going to be over in the storage building. Some other Auntie's Choice folk took the place over, and they're about as keen on sharing as I am on being a sawbones. But I'm sure they're the only danger you'll face. Aside from the man-eating ursopods, bitter cold, precarious pits, and occasional landmines. Good luck. Hope you get the medicine soon. Whenever I change a bandage, I end up spilling more blood than I staunch. Not unless the Protectorate suddenly has a change of heart. I've got more faith in us digging out than that happening.
Yeah, who are you kidding? If you ain't cutthroat enough to turn the big profits, you ain't cutthroat enough to try anything on me.
Really? You think that's the right tone to take? You may be ruthless in selling out your partners, but you're a terrible negotiator.
I don't care what you threaten me with. Not only am I smart for taking these supplies, but I'm following Auntie's laws. When scarcity begins closing its fist...
is the perfect time for aggressive capitalists. Buy cheap, hold long, and sell high, and you'll maximize your profits. Don't quote Auntie's laws of dystopian disruption to me. I'm the one who taught you those damn laws, and I hardly imagine she meant to apply them when it is literally a matter of our life or death.
Whoa, who are you? How'd you get past the landmines?
Damn it, Barnett!
Why are you yelling at me? It's not like that's my actual job.
I caught this one hoarding supplies, despite agreeing that there'd be better profit to be had if we pool everything we've got. Ever since the lifts locked down, this pile of sprat excrement has been sneaking off at night to move some of our shared inventory into a little bonus stash only they know about.
You're only mad you didn't think to do it first. The fact that I'm the most up-and-coming go-getter is what's getting you steamed. Admit it. You're jealous.
Why would I be? Once I cram your cold body into a vacuum tube, I'm taking all your stuff. I figured you'd see it my way. You may want to step back to keep the blood off your shoes.
But I'm living up to Auntie's principles. We all know we should deeply gouge to create future earnings. Don't be bitter just because I'm the one who actually did it.
I guess you chose to swindle the wrong tube tech.
Look alive, Commander.
Hey, we gotta talk about all the killing you've done. Specifically of my old co-workers. I understand that things might come up, give you no choice. But for all they've done, these folk are still mine. If we can avoid bloodshed, we should. Yeah, reckon I do. Just don't put me in this spot again, Commander. I like what we got going. Be a right shame to end up on one another's blacklist.
Who are you kidding? If you ain't cutthroat enough to turn the big profits, you ain't cutthroat enough to try anything on me.
Really? You think that's the right tone to take? You may be ruthless in selling out your partners, but you're a terrible negotiator.
I don't care.
I'm the one who taught you those damn laws, and I hardly am.
Whoa, who are you? How'd you get past the landmines?
There's rifts down the hall. Is that what you're asking about? We did see some upper-shelf pharmaceuticals on, the upper shelves. But I think the rifts have claimed them. We've been told to stay the hell away from those things, and that's exactly what we've done.
Now, will there be anything else? Or can we finish our argument in peace?
There's no need to be rude just because I discovered you're swindling. I caught this one hoarding supply ever since the lifts locked down.
You're only mad you did.
Why would I be? Once I cram your cold body into a vacuum tube, I'm taking all your stuff.
Of course! I'm doing what is smart and profitable under Auntie's laws, and I'll be damned if you two idiots will dissuade me. We do? I mean, of course, you're right. I'm sorry. But I saw a chance to get ahead, and Auntie always demands we take those chances when we see them.
I get it. Of course I thought about it, but I knew it'd be a mistake. And now, thanks to that foresight, my profits will go further since I'm not splitting them.
But I'm living up to Auntie's principles. We all know we should deeply gouge to create future
I guess you chose to swindle the wrong tube tech. Well, thank you for your help. Or for letting me solve this. Honestly, I'm not sure who did the killing and who didn't. Sorry, of course it was you. Well, I guess I'm out of sorts. It's been a tough month. Well, there's no reason for me to stay here by myself. If I try and move it all alone, I'll definitely get hostilely acquired. I guess I'll call this venture busted and move on.
Who are you kidding? If you ain't cutthroat enough to turn the big profits, you ain't cutthroat enough to turn. I don't care what...
I'm the one who taught you the...
Whoa, who are you? How'd you get past the landmines?
Damn it, Barnett.
Why are you yelling at me? It's not like...
ever since...
You're only man...
Why would I be? Once I cram your...
Oh, you are, huh? Just you. Well, I'm relieved to hear we're all saved.
Well, I might be saved, but either way, you're can't...
But I'm living up to...
Thank you for your help. Thank you for your...
Strange lack of protectorate corpses here. But no. We treat even our enemies' bodies with respect. We don't hurl them off cliffs. Have you viewed any? Speak freely.
Time to earn my commission.